All right, then, George, you ready to go ahead and get started?
Sure, absolutely.
All right.
I think, go ahead.
Now we
Do
know
you want
what
me
to
to
get.
introduce you, Matt?
Sure, go ahead.
All right, cool. So everyone on here is friends of mine. This is George Wiley. Matt Morrow and I have been friends for probably really close to 20 years. He's helped me in many, many areas of my life and certainly has tons of experience in the direct sales industry, but he's also always been on the cutting edge of online marketing since really about early 2000 or late 90s, and has also helped me build significantly through that manner. He contacted me here about a week ago with this new product staged and was sharing with me some of the benefits. Those of you listening in or watching this are probably more knowledgeable than I am in it, so it's going to be watered down, but no one better to share this with us than Matt, and I really appreciate all the feedback after seeing this. So with that, I'm going to introduce my very good friend, mentor for a long time, Matt Morrow.
Well, thank you very much, George. I appreciate it. And Ross, you may want to just mute for a while because I'm getting a lot of echo and stuff from the lines. If you're on a computer, I don't know if there's an ability to mute it. Let's just try to keep the quality of the recording as high as possible. But you'll probably end up muting me if you do that. But anyway, so hey everybody, thanks a lot for getting on this webinar. What I'm going to show you, hopefully you'll have the same experience as I had when I looked at it, and literally my mind was blown. Just by way of background, it doesn't take a genius to figure out that people are spending a lot of time looking at social media. For fun, go to the mall and watch what people are doing. Literally, they're just looking at their phones, scrolling through their news feeds. I mean, pretty much nonstop. That's what people are doing. In any spare time that they have, they're looking at the news feeds. And one of the things that you'll see all the time on social media is video. Video is the biggest thing out there right now. Evidenced by things, like Vine and, the Instagram 15-second videos. Facebook is now almost all videos. Twitter's video everywhere. Video is the new television. Video on handheld, video on the computer. People are spending much more time doing this than they are watching TV. So there's a lot of eyeballs on video these days. I'm going to start kind of this, give you a little history on how this tool came about, but basically we're talking about a tool that's going to help you build your business and help you build your social media presence and help you generate a lot of engagement and therefore a lot of leads. So what you see on the screen right now is a Facebook page. I think this is kind of an interesting story, but this is a Facebook page called Jesus Daily. Somebody started it. I think we're a relatively brilliant marketer, obviously, and there are 27.3 million people that subscribe or like Jesus Daily. That is a lot of people. You'll notice that Ross, who, thank you, by the way, for moving the mouse and so forth, is his mutual friends are like over 40 mutual friends. If you go to this page, you'll probably have a ton of mutual friends on it, and it just kind of goes to show you the whole 6 degrees of separation has really been manifested on Facebook. But anyway, a friend of mine who's a brilliant internet marketer contacted the people at Jesus Daily and said, how much money are you guys making monetizing this page? And they said about $25,000 a month. And he said, well, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll make you an offer you can't refuse. And he did. Wrote him a big check, and now he's in charge of monetizing this page. So if you scroll down their news feed, and 27 million people get this in their news feed, you'll see various pictures and videos and so forth. And when you click on one of these videos, you'll notice it takes you off to another page, JesusDaily.com. And this is the basic concept. What they've done is they've got a huge social media following. They get people's attention with viral videos, but then once they have their attention, they're on another page, and they're looking at whatever it is, the ads and so forth that they want them to look at. These guys are making millions of dollars per month just on this one page. So let's go real quick, Ross, to that page you just built for Nerium, just to show them what that looks like. So about 15 minutes ago, George texted me a couple of links to your guys, your BizOp and your skincare funnel page, and we created this stage just by grabbing some videos and some images off of your website. Literally, we built this in less than 15 minutes, and anyone can do it. So we just chose a background. You'll see Ross kind of picked up on that bluish color there for the background. Grab that Nerium link at the top. If you click on any of the links on this page, this is called a stage. It goes to, of course, your marketing information that you want to put people in front of. We all know that, you tell the story, the more time who tells the story the most wins. So this is a way of getting your social media following to see your Nerium offerings. Now, in this case, it looks like is that a Nerium video that you grabbed, Ross?
No, this is actually a YouTube user with over 3 million subscribers. She is an expert apparently in beauty, and I just chose a skin-based video for this one. So I would have chosen any one of these many different YouTube vloggers, 3 million subscribers, 2 million. So you got it.
Perfect. So this is great, obviously. So what you guys, this will give you an example of how the process works. So basically you find any YouTube video. So these are, let's do that blonde, that Lauren Curtis. She looks like she's very knowledgeable. So we click on her. She has millions of subscribers. She has, here this Valentine's Day makeup tutorial, for example. You could click on that video. If you like this video, you simply go up to a button that's on your toolbar and you click Stage It. And then you stage it, and then you choose a template, and we're going to choose the Nerium template, and then simply click Auto Post to Social. Oh, you probably don't want to post it to one of your socials. So then boom, he hits it, and it's created. And then this would automatically be posted to your Facebook, to your Twitter, to your LinkedIn, whatever we have connected for you. So basically, instead of just posting a video and having it go to Facebook or YouTube and have people see the related videos and so forth, you post it and you always stage videos. So when you share something, a good bit of information, or it could be a funny video, or it could be any kind of video that you feel like sharing. I just shared one a few minutes ago on my Facebook about these robot dogs that Google's making. So I always share interesting stuff I think my audience is going to be interested in, but then they always see my branding and messaging around the stage. So it's a lot more productive, because if you shared a video and on YouTube, you guys know that people end up watching it and then see the related content to the side, and some of it's not positive on network marketing or whatnot. This way you control your user experience. Anybody have any questions on what I've covered so far?
No, sir. I think we're all on mute just listening. Thank you.
All right, cool. Just want to make sure you guys are still with me. So that's this is what a stage would look like. Like, for example, on my page, if you could go back for a second, Ross, I wanted to see how cool the image looks on Facebook. So it just looks like a regular Facebook post. So I literally was just on my, I don't know what the hell I was doing. I was somewhere on the internet and I saw this article about these robots. I was looking at some of my stock stuff. Anyway, I saw this article about these robots. They're unbelievable. So I just saw something that I thought was cool, and I posted it to Facebook. It looks like a normal Facebook post, but it is actually a stage. And then it takes, in this case, to my page. This, you can see, is kind of a different look and feel. We're branding, kind of a weight loss offer that I promote, a make money from home offer that I promote. If they happen to get onto this and they're on a roll, they want to see some other videos, I have other videos, related videos on there. We control all the real estate. So if you get someone to click on a video, you can take over that experience and then market to them. So the question that comes up is, all right, well then, most of my Facebook friends or my friends have already seen this. How do I create an audience? Who do I market to? And what Staged also does, in addition to giving you like the absolutely coolest way to share videos and to expose people subtly to your offers, is we also help you build a following. We have a tool called the Twitter Builder. Twitter is the main social media platform that we focus on. I was never a big Twitter guy. I'm quickly becoming a huge Twitter addict. And you go into your what we call the Twitter Builder. This site here is called Buns and Guns. He's built a following of, 1,042 people already here on this particular page. It's a fitness site. So what he would do is he would go in and target users in your niche. And let's type in skincare, for example, here, because if you guys wanted to build a skincare niche, you would type in skincare, and then you would look, and it would give you the top Twitter accounts of people that have skincare in their name. So this Renee Rouleau apparently is a big skincare expert, so people who follow her are into skincare, so you can click on Show Me Their Followers, and it will show you all of her thousands of followers. And then what you simply do is click follow, and you start following these people. Now, Twitter's a really interesting social media platform. It's all about engagement and reciprocity. So what happens is when you start following people, a percentage of them follow you back. We have the ability to teach people all kinds of engagement techniques to increase the likelihood of more people following you and your account starting to grow virally. But I've shown people, and Ross has shown people here in the last couple of months to go from 0 to literally over 20,000 followers. This particular account has over 11,000 followers. I did a demo yesterday, and it was in the 10,000s of followers. So you can see steady follower growth. The idea is you have the ability to build thousands and thousands and thousands of followers. Go back to the Twitter Builder for a second, Ross. And then, it's not just about skincare and marketing skincare. If you go to search for people in your niche, I know that George, you're very into horses and so forth. You guys can parlay your expertise in that category. So if you just type in horses, you're going to see all these people that have horses and their interest, and then you can build a Twitter account that focuses on your expertise in the horse business. So the idea is not just to spam people and harvest followers and whatnot. You really truly get the most out of this tool if you focus on areas that you're interested in, and then you deliver content that's relevant to the audience. That's when you're going to really get a lot of shares, you're going to get a lot of favorites, you're going to get a lot of retweets and so forth. Let's see here. Ross, I know there's some other things. Yeah, that's where I was going to go. So explain this, if you would, how you could basically pick a couple of channels and or I guess I'm explaining it, but go ahead.
Hey, Matt. Yeah. So, guys, the reason that we would, socially target people is all because we want to engage and interact with our audience and really add value to the social media space. So, in this case, you'll see that, I built a very basic Nerium banner template, and the most important thing actually is how we engage the audience. So what we have the ability to do is target socially, and at this point I get to choose which Twitter account or multiple Twitter accounts I would like to post to, and in this case I'm going to go with beauty tips because it makes sense. I'll be talking about skincare and things like that. Now here, these are, I think, the top 5 YouTube accounts, channels, I should say, on the topic of beauty and fashion. So here you can see Steeler Babe 09 has 290 videos and probably multiple millions of subscribers. So basically what we do, as opposed to going through the manual process, we say, okay, on a daily basis, please post 10 videos a day to beauty tips and pull those videos from these channels. So I know that my audience that I'm building, as I target them by a niche, are going to be interested and engaged by the content that I actually post. So Matt, that would be my couple of comments on content.
Yeah, perfect. So you could do skincare, you could do whatever. Like say, if you were doing something in the horse business, George, you would know better than I. You'd go find the YouTube channels of some of the most recognized people in the horse business. Let's look at that UFC one. Here's another. So Ross is really into UFC, so he created a UFC stage, and you'll see it's a dramatically different looking stage. You can create unlimited different stages, and you can advertise whatever you want. Like you guys might have an event, like an upcoming convention, and you want to run a banner up top that says, "Be sure to register for the upcoming convention." You may, if you have, like Ross has an interest in UFC, he has a affiliate program there for MMA Warehouse, where he's marketing MMA gear and so forth. So this is a really intelligent marketing tool that allows you to target an audience, build an audience, and then market to that audience. And you're able to use the power of viral videos. Everything is done via templates. Like, let's say if slow down, Ross. Oh, there you go. Well, that's another cool thing. I was going to show, can you go back to where you just were on that template for the MMA site? Where'd that go? I want to show you guys how simple it is to make changes. I mean, so like you just click on the pencil in any of the, so in this right side banner, you click on the pencil, and then you can change the redirect as to where you want the URL to go. It's you just put images up into your image bank, you upload them. It's very, very simple. Now, if you look right above that, you'll see there's a share code, 11GCW, up in the top. Let's say that George creates a really awesome template for Nerium, and you're like me, you can't do anything. Like, I can't size an image, or I mean, literally, if anything's even the slightest bit harder than stupid, it's difficult for me. So what I do is I just have Ross. He creates awesome templates, then just gives me the share code, and I have the identical template, and all we have to do is go in and change the links. So you would change it from, like, say, George's Nerium link to your Nerium link. And that's how simple this process is. So you're basically harvesting the power of viral videos, driving traffic. The other thing I would show, let's just give you one other example of the Luxury High Life that you started to go to there, Ross. This is another guy this is his Twitter account. He created a Twitter account called the Luxury High Life. This is an audience that is going to be very interested in MLM. Everybody in MLM wants to drive exotic cars, fly in private jets, travel the world, wear Louis Vuitton. If you look at Tony Robbins did a big thing on that, but emulators is the type of personality style that is attracted to this kind of thing. And so he created a Twitter account focusing on the high life, and he's building, this is a kid in England, he's building a huge Twitter following around the high life. But notice he's taken the time to brand his message, and this is what his stages look like, and he's probably pulling videos off of, Rob Report or different YouTube channels to automatically, once you set this up, it's effortless, and automatically those videos are posted every single day, and his followers are seeing his message. So yes.
Hey, Matt.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I need to just put this in my lingo real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
If I'm following. All right?
Mm-hmm.
So what I understand is that there are maybe a half dozen templates that you can use based on the interest that you have. Now, we'll have some templates that are already set up that anyone can use. So when you went back to your list of templates, if some common ones that a lot of people are going to use here would be skincare, single moms, work from home, a handful of the normal ones that we could kind of set up as a general template, and people could just put their links to it. And I'm hoping that's really easy. What we need is something that's plug and play, that nobody feels like it's over their head. Like, it's just like, hey, here's templates 1 through 5. If you want to create a new template, hopefully that's pretty simple. If you just want to stick with the 1 through 5, stick with those. And all you're doing basically is when you find a video that you want to share on one of those topics, then you just put that in the staged, or the bot will actually, you can set it up so the bot does pretty much all the work for you. Do I have that right? Because we're getting a little over my head and maybe a couple of others.
Sorry.
I'm definitely not the sharpest guy on this, but I just need to know how it could easily work for me and duplicate in the team.
Yeah, I totally appreciate the direction, George. Yeah, so guys, it can, like I was just saying, I mean, we can make it completely idiot-proof. Like, literally, George and our team will create templates, some really awesome Nerium templates. Then we will drive them to the pages that you guys are promoting, and literally all you will have to do is go in and change the link to, instead of, so it goes to your unique page. Very, very, very simple. And yes, you set it up so that you pick your channels that you want to pull content from, and then the bot will automatically post videos every day. You also have the ability to post up to 1,000 which you never do, but 1,000 manual stages per month. So if you do see a video that you think is really hysterical or really cool or something like that, and you want to stage it, you could just go and stage manual stages anytime that you want. And then the only job that you guys have is to go out and build your Twitter following. So that takes about 5 minutes a day. Twitter doesn't allow us to automate this process. It has to be done manually. So this is the one thing that people have to do, but it's really actually can become quite addictive. And you're going to go and you're going to build your Twitter following by going in and identifying people in your niche, showing their followers, and then just clicking follow a couple hundred people a day, and that's it. It's about 5 minutes a day of effort, and you're building your social media following. And that's really, all.
I saw that on the 15-minute video that Ross did, and by the way, Ross is like the best guy ever to do a video because, one, he's very knowledgeable, and two, his voice, you pay attention to him the entire time. So hopefully we could set something up that would kind of be like that 15-minute deal where it's just the person who doesn't even know what Twitter is, which is me and probably several people on my team. I don't want them I want this to be as easy as possible so I'm not having to teach them how to do the system. I want them focused on building Miriam, but show them how they can literally do this 5 minutes a day. And is that possible, or am I asking too much?
No, that's totally possible, and I was blushing for a moment there, actually, George. But yeah, basically, this is not an MLM. So corporately, it's our responsibility to make sure that users are looked after, and they have a training system, so you don't have to invest that time. And what we're working on right now is a catalog of very short, sharp training videos from the absolute basics on how to create a Twitter account all the way up to, creating a brand new template. For the time being, like Matt says, we can be there to build a really good looking template for you. And the extent of what your users would have to do is put this code into this thing here. It's a 5-digit code, and then we just change the links out so it links to their personal site. And what we've been getting in terms of campaign results is honestly incredible. Most people you would think wouldn't click banners. There's something about this. We're getting about an 8% rate of people actually clicking the banners when they've watched any viral video. And the reason is because they're engaged and it looks different. This is something the internet has not really seen before. So if we had a really good page that actually converted, you would be getting new customers and affiliates probably weekly. I mean, I don't want to overpromise anything, but the click-through rate is staggering so far.
Okay,
and if I might add,
2 reasons that when I saw this, go ahead, Matt.
I was just going to add to that. It's like, so yeah, you're going to get clicks onto those funnels that you sent me, George. So then from there, obviously the conversions are up to the quality of your funnel. But what I find is really cool about this is just the engagement that you get with your social media following. People are going to see this and they're going to ask you about it. Another thing is it's a very, very easy conversation to have. I find sometimes being in network marketing, people ask, what do you do? One of the things, if you say skincare, nutrition, weight loss, they pretty much know what you do. And sometimes the walls go up. But what I've done is I've backdoored this conversation since I've been using Stage. People ask me what I do. I say I market, I promote social media. I do social media. I monetize social media. What do you do? I build large Twitter followings and monetize them. And they said, that sounds really cool. I say, yeah, how like you're always looking at viral videos and you see them in your Facebook news feed all the time. I'm like, yeah, well, I show you basically how to get paid to post videos. Really, how do you do that? And it's such a good conversation starter. Then when you show them this, they're like, that is so cool. And then they say, well, I don't have anything to promote. And you say, yeah, well, what we promote is this amazing skincare line, and that's how we make the revenue. But mainly your main focus is just building a Twitter following because it's something that people aren't afraid to do. They're not afraid to click a mouse and share a video. And literally, if you can click a mouse and share a video, you can sell Nerium. That's how this program works. Go ahead. That's all I had to say, George.
Hey, Matt. This is Mark Rochester. Can I ask you a quick question?
Of course.
So I unfortunately I'm not at a computer, so I'm not seeing the webinar. I've just been on the phone call. Is it possible to? You may have already answered this via the video, but is it possible to stage a static post in lieu of a video on a social media network? So, for example, a picture or some kind of graphic or something like that. Is that a possibility as well as a video?
I'm sure Ross can explain it better. I know we're doing something like that for Instagram right now. Ross, is that the essence of it? We're going to make it so you can stage pictures and do it on Instagram?
Yeah, exactly. We're going to focus on Instagram right now because it's so picture heavy, and that's something that we're not ready with yet. For the time being, Staged is primarily focused on video content and us controlling the real estate behind it.
Thank you.
So, Matt, great question, Mark. Thanks. I saw two huge benefits to this to my team, which is why I wanted them to get on and kind of hear this now. In mid-April, we'll be launching and we'll be having our national convention. We'll be coming out with a couple new products. So number one, the first thing I really liked about this was we're being real. We're not just out there putting up Miriam videos all the time on these accounts. We're actually putting up videos that attract people who are interested in those same things, and then they see the Miriam banners around it, and they click on those. So we seem like more normal people, not just somebody who drank too much of the Kool-Aid and all we have on our brain 24/7 is Miriam.
Right.
The second thing that really grabbed me on this is if we start utilizing this sooner and getting the results, then when the new product does come out, we already have the following. We're the first to market with it. We have a very broad base of people who are already following us, and so we'll have first movers advantage with the new product when it's released in April. So those are two of my objectives, and the third is just that it really is as simple as possible for plug and play, that somebody can set up their own Twitter account really easily, and that these primary images or templates rather, are available, and that beyond that they're corporately approved as far as we're not going to be using bad, verbiage that's not allowed or an image that's not allowed. And if we create the template around it, obviously we control that. So that shouldn't be a problem either. I know that you work with a few other companies, and you're well aware, being a veteran of the industry, the importance of that. So hopefully I'm on target with that comment.
Yeah. Guys, if you have just think about this. If you have 100 people in your organization using this tool and they just build 10,000 followers, which can be done in a month if someone just spends 5 or 10 minutes a day on this. So you have 100 people with 10,000 followers. Your reach is 1 million people. The math on this can get silly. And that point you made at the beginning of that, George, is really important. It's not, you don't just want to be that guy that just drank too much of the Kool-Aid. That was well said. You basically are going to be, again, I encourage you to really focus on, for example, your horse background. And you're going to be giving people content and putting information out there that is relevant and valuable to them, and so they're going to see this is the the super duper finals of the world's chasing a cow around a track video, and and my friend Jen got first place or something like that, and then you put that video up there that may not have seen it. And then when they see it, then they're exposed to your other offerings, and it's going to get their attention because you have credibility with them in that space. So it's just truly marketing. Normal television advertising in the olden days, you'd be watching Wheel of Fortune, but then the advertisement would come on for Oil of Olay. And this is the same thing as a modern day Wheel of Fortune is watching relevant YouTube content, and then the stage is the advertising that it happened in the commercials every 10 minutes.
Cool. Let me open it up for everybody else to ask any questions while we have Matt and Ross available. So Audrey or Bill or Mark Sharif, any of you guys have any additional questions on this?
Yeah, I do have a question. This is Joe, and my question is, as far as pushing the content out, et cetera, through Twitter, can you target, besides people following you, is there a way to target demographics of certain areas of the country or of the world with this?
I'll let Ross answer that because but the answer I believe is yes.
Yeah, could you just repeat the final bit? It went a little bit choppy. Could you just repeat that, and I'll do my best.
Can you target demographically or geographically, like as well?
Yes. The Twitter builder has a few different filter options. One is target tweets by location. So if we wanted to search Las Vegas, and we can change the range and things like that. As for now, demographics. The only way that I could figure out how to do that would be through a niche. So, I know that the MMA community is generally like 18 to 35-year-old white males. Like, I'm not exactly sure whether we can search like that, but more just through like an interest, for example. So like MMA, and I'm going to find, UFC channel and stuff like that. I'm not sure if that answers the question correctly. But if you know a little bit about your demographic, sorry, go for it.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. I appreciate that. Good
okay,
stuff.
Cool.
What about multiple languages? Like we're in Mexico also right now.
We're currently just in English, but it's on our list. We definitely plan on expanding into Spanish. Would be the first language, but it's not something that's currently done. But will be.
Cool. Mark Sharif, do you have any questions? Bill Price, Audrey Cowan?
My main thing is just that everything that we utilize on the site would be compliant, which George already addressed, and that it can be idiot-proof for those of us who are running around with children and building large businesses. That this can be something that we add in. I appreciate you guys very much in your wisdom and making this simple for us. So if that can be done, then I'm good.
Great. Well, what's neat about it is if you are busy with children and whatnot, I mean, this is something that, you can't really call a prospect at 11:30 at night, but you can if your kids are in bed, you're unwinding. That time that people spend just messing around on social media, looking at their Facebook wall or whatever, if you just spend like 5 or 10 minutes a day doing this and building your following, and it becomes almost like a game. And you get addicted to how many followers that you can have. We have all kinds of people that are having contests of who can get the most followers. And it's such a productive use of your social media time, but you can do it anytime, 24/7. And again, idiot-proof is the word. I mean, we've got this to the point where I'm using it, and I'm 51 years old and a complete computer tard. And so I absolutely assure you that we can teach anyone how to do this.
All right. Well, then that's perfect. Thanks, George, for letting us all be a part of this.
Right on.
You bet. Thank you, guys. Matt, you want to wrap it up?
Just, I'm working real closely with George. This is something we're going to make happen. Any input you can give him as to, any of the sites that you're using that are converting, anything that you're doing. Basically, you guys will be in charge of when people click on those banners, where they go, and we'll be putting together all the templates for Nerium and getting it out to you. And I hope you guys promote it like crazy, and I hope it generates you guys a lot of business. I'm very confident that it will, and we're excited, of course, to work with Nerium and George specifically. So, thanks, George, for putting this together. And then if any other questions come in afterwards, we'll just circle back around and do this again.
You bet, Ross. Thank you also for your time. You guys have a great day. Bye for now.
Thanks guys.
Everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye.